Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, April 17th, and you know what that means. It's time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. At the end of the road, you know you can check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course 215 on Twitter. And today's show, WrestleMania has arrived. WrestleMania 42 is going down this weekend. We're going to go over each match for Saturday, each match for Sunday, make our previews, make our predictions, and, see exactly what the WWE has in store for us. But for now, you know what's next, so just go on and hit my music. All right, so you know how we do with these shows. First things first, we got to look at last year's show. WrestleMania 41 took place, in the same place that WrestleMania 42 is going down at Allegiant Stadium in Paradise, Nevada, which is pretty much Las Vegas. This WrestleMania was fine. Let's go over the matches and the results. So on night one, we had Jey Uso, who was the Men's Royal Rumble winner, defeating Gunther by submission to win the World Heavyweight Championship. The New Day got their first ever win at WrestleMania, and they defeated the Viking Raiders to win the World Tag Team Championship. Jade Cargill defeated Naomi. Jacob Fatu defeated LA Knight to win the United States Championship. El Grande Americano defeated Rey Fenix. I believe this was the Chad Gable Americano. Tiffany Stratton defeated Charlotte Flair to retain the WWE Women's Championship. This was the Women's Royal Rumble winner matched up with Charlotte Flair, who had won. And in the main event of night one, Seth Rollins defeated Roman Reigns and CM Punk in the quote-unquote the Battle of Paul Heyman, that we like to call it, as Paul Heyman turned on both Roman and Punk to join Seth Rollins to create the division. Over on night two, we opened up with the best match of the entire weekend. Io Sky defeating Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain the Women's World Championship. Drew McIntyre defeated Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Dominic Mysterio defeated Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta to win the Intercontinental Championship. Braun was the champion going in. Randy Orton defeated Joe Hendry. This was an open challenge. Logan Paul beat AJ Styles. And Lyra, Vaquer, and Becky Lynch defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. This was the match that Bayley got kicked out of because Becky Lynch attacked Bayley, which we found out on Raw. And in the main event, John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes to win the WWE United States Championship. And the less said about this, the better. So let's get into WrestleMania 42, but before we do any of that, we have to talk about the stars, the wrestlers who will not be wrestling on WrestleMania. There are two very egregious names, but we start with Damian Priest and R-Truth. They are the current WWE Tag Team Champions. They will not be in the match. Damian Priest has been on WrestleMania twice. Tiffany Stratton, who went into WrestleMania last year as the defending champion, doesn't even sniff the WrestleMania card. Julia, the current United States champion, once again left off the card. The Women's United States Championship is just left off the card in general. Then you have Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, two men who have carried SmackDown for the better part of a year with their open challenges. They were pushed to the wayside for Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. And of course, you know who we end with, the three most Actually, no. Before we get to those three, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez not wrestling on WrestleMania. They could easily be in the Women's Tag Team Championship match. But obviously the three most important names that we are forgetting that this malfeasance, this booking malpractice, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io Sky. Somehow, for some reason, Io Sky is not on WrestleMania. The best wrestler in your entire company, one of the most over people in your entire company, will be playing second fiddle to Rhea Ripley as a backup for her story. Io Sky, Asuka, a rivalry rooted in history. Kairi Sane, not on the card. And this is the one grouping of individuals that the fans are most upset about. And they are correct. Asuka, Io, and Kairi should be on this card. And it sucks. And it's wrong. And the main reason that they're not on this card is because if Nikki Bella is hurt and can't wrestle in the women's tag team title match, then there's talk of putting the Kabuki Warriors in, which makes no sense because there are other teams that can wrestle in that match. First of all, who says the match has to be 4 teams? It could just be 3. But let's say you wanted to add a 4th team. You have the Ren QCC. You have Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez. You have Fatal Influence. You have Julia and Kiana James. You have options. But the fact that Io and Asuka won't be on this card is just dumb. Rant over. So let's get into night 1 of WrestleMania. So our show looks fine. The card for Sunday looks fine. We have 7 matches planned for night 1. I believe the opening contest will be this 6-man tag match is Division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory will be teaming up with a dickhead asshole streamer, IShowSpeed, because WWE loves their celebrities. They will be taking on the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. This is just a continuation of the Vision storyline with LA Knight. There's no reason. There's no reason for the Usos to be here. The only reason they're here is because Speed accidentally cost them the World Tag Team Championships, which is now being held by the Vision. That is it. That is why they're here. It is absolutely dumb. But I digress. Right. For those of you that don't know, the first hour of WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 will be on ESPN because they want to get people to sign up and watch WrestleMania. This is the opening contest. This is what they're going to open up with. This is a whatever match. There's no real stakes here. I'm going to go with the Usos and LA Knight to win this match, even though I feel like celebrities should always win at WrestleMania. I'll take the Usos and LA Knight to win this match. Actually, no, sorry. This actually isn't the opening contest. I'll tell you what the opening contest is. But I take Usos and LA Knight to win this match. The opening contest apparently is, if I heard this correctly, is the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. And an unsanctioned match in WWE. Now, they've done these before, but when it comes to unsanctioned matches compared to other companies, they just don't hold up. Now, this one might hold up just a little bit because Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu can fight. They can brawl, right? So we have this match because shenanigans with the WWE Championship, and real talk, these two dudes should be in the WWE title match. Like, that's where they should have transitioned to. But no, that's not what we're getting. Unsanctioned matches are fun, even on the WWE side of things where there's pretty much no blood. They're going to hit their spots. They're going to battle around the arena, and there'll be tables, there'll be chairs, whatever. I think that whoever comes out of this match needs to be challenging for the WWE Championship. The card at the top of SmackDown is quite thin, if I do say so myself, and Drew has been getting the shaft for a couple of years now, and Jacob Fatu is a guy. He's a top guy on SmackDown, so it's time to start positioning in that way. I like Jacob Fatu to win this match, because spiraling crash out Drew McIntyre is always the best version of Drew McIntyre. Then we have the Women's World Championship match. This is the Women's Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan challenging Stephanie Vaquer, and they've been heating us up for the last couple of weeks, right? So originally it was just about Liv finally winning the big one, not necessarily winning the women's championship, because she's a multiple-time women's champion, but winning the Royal Rumble. She had always been the runner-up when it comes to the Royal Rumble, and she challenges Stephanie Vaquer, and Stephanie called her out in an interview, barged in and said, "You've had everything gifted to you, you had everything handed to you, and you still have to hide behind someone like Dom. I grew up with Les, worked with Les to end up where you are. I've gotten to the top of the mountain quicker than you. I've only been in WWE for 2-3 years, and look where I'm at." So that really pissed Liv off, and it escalated with Liv trashing Stephanie's background and insulting her mother, and things got personal. So here we are. Liv's not winning this match. I love Liv. I love Stephanie. Stephanie's got to come out of this match the winner. You have to solidify her. She needs a major dominant win. It's going to be interesting. Then we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee's putting the championship on the line against Becky Lynch. It's great to have AJ Lee back. And look, she's gotten the better part of Becky Lynch since her return. She's pinned her multiple times, defeated her in Elimination Chamber, and now she defeated Becky Lynch to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Not for nothing, Becky has once again done what Becky Lynch always does: be great, and elevated whatever she's in. She elevated the Women's Intercontinental Championship. There's some real heat here. Once again, things get personal. Becky has come back, and always done what she always does, elevates. Whereas AJ was gone for the better part of a decade, and fans kept begging and pleading for her to return. So she finally returned, and no one thought it was going to happen. So AJ returns. She defeats Becky in a tag match with their respective partners. Then she wins the women's war game match by making Becky tap. Then Becky got the women's IC title back from Maxine Dupree. Elimination Chamber happens, and AJ Lee wins. So yeah, the last kind of face-to-face they had on Raw was really good. AJ Lee is your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, and she paved the way for Becky. She opened the door for Becky to be at the position she's at. We're not taking anything away from Becky. Becky is at the top of the card because she is that damn good, right? So something's got to give. Does AJ Lee get that, that special W, or does Becky get the title back? Becky's getting the title back. AJ Lee doesn't wrestle much. He doesn't wrestle often, but she still wrestles well. But we got to get Becky, who's the everyday player, the title back. And I like Becky Lynch to win here. Then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match as the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, will put the titles on the line against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. The other team of Bayley and Lyra Vaquer, and of course the other team of the Bella Twins. Now, Nikki Bella's hurt. She's been seen wearing a walking boot for a couple of weeks. We don't know if the Bella Twins are going to be in this match. If they aren't in this match, rumor has it that the Kabuki Warriors be added into this match, which is stupid because you have other teams. We just discussed this. Lash and Nia have been really good as a tag team. The moniker of Irresistible Forces works quite well. Now, for me, not for nothing, I wanted this match to be a ladder match. I wanted this to be the classic WrestleMania ladder match. We're getting back into the fold of putting ladder matches on WrestleMania. It's very simple to me. I think they're going to do justice and put the titles on Bayley and Lyra, especially after last year, especially after Bayley was unceremoniously removed from the card. And it's actually not crazy for someone to go into WrestleMania as champion or win a championship at WrestleMania and then be off the card the next year. We're literally seeing it right now with Io Sky, right? But take Bayley and Lyra to win the championship. It's time to get the titles back and forth. They've primarily been featured on SmackDown, so it's time to get the titles a little bit of time on Raw. And I don't think the titles, like I've said before in other shows, I don't think the titles will ever sniff NXT again. I think NXT, their women's tag team division will be settled with the Knockouts Tag Team Championship and TNA, which I think is perfectly fine. So take Bayley and Lyra to win and retain here. Then we have the random match that's happened because of injury. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. We got the reasoning why this match is happening. Gunther believes that when Seth Rollins was world champion, he just became a pawn and a tool for Paul Heyman, a clown, and he didn't like that. As we know with Gunther, the mat is sacred, the ring is sacred, and so Seth is about to get that work from Gunther, and Gunther's doing this as a favor to Paul Heyman. And so one of the things I hate in professional wrestling is that if someone's a heel and they've been a bastard, they get hurt or go away, then they just come back and they're going against their former group. They're just immediately a bad guy. Like, they didn't do anything to become good. It happened. It's happening now with Seth. It happened with Roman. It happened with Rhea. They didn't do anything to become good, but just because they're popular, they're getting cheered. That's just dumb. But I digress. We were supposed to get Seth versus Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's out with injury. Well, apparently he's not out anymore with injury, but he's not going to be on WrestleMania. They'll probably save that match for SummerSlam. And Division are tied up with the Usos and LA Knight. So here we are with Seth with Gunther, a match built off of 2 weeks of just whatever. This might end up being the best match on the Saturday night, unless the Unsanctioned match tops it. But I do like this match because Seth and Gunther know each other well. They can really put on a good show. But I'm going to go with Gunther to win here. We can start the downfall of Seth Rollins before he's built back up. Gunther needs a W. Gunther has 2 losses. I think he's 1-2 at WrestleMania. So he's got to get a W here. Seth doesn't really need a win. Then we get to the match that was supposed to be tight, was supposed to have some history, was supposed to be very decent, and now it's been saddled with some bullshit. Cody Rhodes is putting the WWE Championship on the line against Randy Orton. Randy Orton got this title shot because he won the Elimination Chamber. And Cody, being Cody, says he wants the best of Randy. He encouraged Randy Orton to listen to the voices. So everything that transpires from here on out is on Cody. So up until the point of Randy attacking Cody and listening to the voices and being an asshole and taking out Jelly Roll, we were all fine with that. I was fine with that. And then Pat McAfee got involved. Now, for a couple of weeks, Randy Orton was seen on the phone talking to someone saying there's more than one royal family. You know, we thought it could have been Ted DiBiase. It could have been The Rock. It could have been many different people. But apparently it was Pat McAfee, who returned to WWE, entered himself into this title picture, and just went on a rant that Randy's got to save the WWE. Pat McAfee's here because Ari Emanuel, head of TKO, wanted him here. Pat was like, nah, but then money. And Pat was like, yeah. This is dumb. This is really, really dumb. Now, mind you, a couple of Pat's promos have actually been very, very good, because Pat is good at promo, and he's called out people, and he's, showing people that to be hypocrites, because Cody is a hypocrite. CM Punk is a hypocrite. Pat does speak truth on some things. But apparently if Orton loses, McAfee will leave the pro wrestling industry for good, which tells me that Randy Orton is winning. Randy Orton needs to come out of. Randy Orton wants championship number 15 so he can get to championship number 16, so he can get the championship number 17, and possibly even 18 to pass John Cena. This is going to be a good match, but there's going to be shenanigans, whether that be Jelly Roll. Pat's going to get involved. Will other people get involved? I don't know. But this is a match that we were supposed to be looking forward to, and now it's whatever. But I am going to go with Randy Orton to win the championship here. Then we move over to night 2, which has 6 matches. WrestleMania is supposed to be your biggest show of the year, and you were only giving us 13 matches over 2 nights. Dynasty this past Sunday had 13 matches over 1 night. Yeah. And Double or Nothing Memorial Day weekend, I assure you will have a minimum, including pre-show, 12 matches. But 6 matches is one more than what WWE gives us on a standard pay-per-view. But I digress. So, the opening contest was announced that on Sunday night, Obafemi, the Ruler, Brock Lesnar, the Beast. This is the match. Real talk, out of every match going on this weekend, this is the match that the fans want. This is the match that the fans want to see. Brock laid down an open challenge, and the open challenge was answered by the Ruler. And the Ruler has gotten the better of Brock Lesnar every single time. And Paul Heyman, for his work, Paul Heyman is also involved in 3 different feuds. Paul Heyman has elevated this by just being Paul Heyman. And a good heel knows how to put over the opponent while also elevating themselves. And he's done that. It helps that Oba has an aura to him. It also helps that Oba can speak on the mic himself. It helps that Oba can go blow for blow, move for move, strength for strength against Brock Lesnar. I don't need this match to be long. It is big meaty men slapping man meat. That's all I want. That's all I need. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know the result you want. It's not going to be the result you get. Brock Lesnar is winning this match. It's going to be like, I'm trying to think. It's going to be like the Mark Henry Ryback match. The WWE is all about moments, the WrestleMania moments. Brock's going to win the match. Oba's going to get his moment. So like I said with Ryback, Mark Henry, Ryback should have won the match. Mark Henry won the match, but we all remember the moment, which was after the match, Ryback giving Mark Henry a shell shock. So Brock Lesnar wins this match, and I think Oba gives him maybe a fall from grace, and then Brock acknowledges Oba Femi and passes the torch over to the next beast, the next monster, over to him. So take Brock Lesnar to win this match. Then we have a 6-pack challenge for the Intercontinental Championship with Penta putting the title on the line against Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and the returning Rey Mysterio. Random match. This is a match that they used to get people on the card. I think that the women's tag team title should have been the ladder match. I don't really care about this match. It's going to be a car crash. It's going to be a very, very, very fun and entertaining match. I probably would have gone with this. Nah, I will over Brock. This match will be fun. It doesn't really matter who wins here because there's no story, just no rhyme or reason. Javon Evans is going to die. He's going to do something crazy. Same thing with the Dragon Lee, and actually same thing with JD McDonough. And we only have one horse of this match in Rusev, so I expect him to do some damage here, but Penta retains because why not have Penta retain? Then we have the WWE Women's Championship as Jade Cargill will be putting the title on the line against Rhea Bloody Ripley, and this is another match with a very whatever story. Right, Rhea won the Elimination Chamber to earn the title match. Now, Rhea's in this match because of the injury to Bianca Belair. Bianca's been out for about a year now with a really bad finger injury. Now, they were kind of hoping she'd be back, but by the time we got to the Royal Rumble, you should have planned for Bianca Belair not to be in this match. Why? Because at the time around the Royal Rumble, Rhea and Io were a tag team. They were a great tag team. And the women's tag team division was cooking with them as champions. But because they waited too long, waited for Bianca to come back, she's not back. They split up Rhea and Io and put Rhea in this match because Jade needs a big name opponent. Now, you've wasted Rhea. You've wasted Io. And this story is about what? Jade's all show, all talk. Rhea's here, whatever. Not only that, Jade now has backup of two women that she dominated for a minute in Michin and B-Fab. So the numbers game, and with Io not being in a match at WrestleMania, she's probably going to be in Rhea Ripley's corner. That's still 3-on-2. Jade's just been in WrestleMania ever since getting to WWE. Rhea has won most of her matches at WrestleMania. The only one I can think she lost was there was a women's tag team title match and the NXT Championship match against Charlotte Flair. That was during the pandemic. Jade's probably winning this match because I don't think they're going to transition Rhea Ripley to SmackDown. SmackDown needs more women, and I'm expecting women to be called up. So take a Jade Cargill to win this match. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship as Sami Zayn's putting the title on the line against Trick Williams. Now look, this match was always going to happen, right? And there didn't need to be a championship here. This reminds me of Charlotte Flair beating Asuka prior to the Becky Lynch Ronda Rousey match to make it winner take all. Title didn't be here. It reminds me of Brock Lesnar beating Kofi just to do Brock versus Cain Velasquez, and the title didn't need to be on the line. So Sammy has been feeling sorry for himself. He's been down. He's been out. Saying that he wants to see where he can't win the big one. And, you know, I still think this is all leading to Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble next year. To get to Saudi Mania, right? Trick has been egging him on, and Randy has told Sami to listen to the voices. Start being selfish, right? So, Sami did that. And Sami defeated Melo to win the United States Championship, which fans hated. We love Sami, and I think we're doing a double turn here. But Melo earned the right to be on the card. Melo earned the right to fight for the United States Championship with honor and defend that championship. Now he's not getting that. So Sami and Trick. And here's the thing. Like I said, we were always going to get this match. Trick is super, super, super over, which is to be expected. But there didn't need to be the U.S. title. And here's the thing, right? Here is the major thing. Trick now has Lil Yachty with him, which I think is dumb, but whatever. Another celebrity being involved where there doesn't need to be a celebrity involved. And as much as I dislike Lil Yachty, it's been kind of a good hype man for Trick, even though Trick doesn't need a hype man. This is also all about Trick and his entrance because it's super, super over. So the question is, does Trick win? I mean, does Trick become champion? Does Sami take the L, which starts his downfall, which gives us another heel turn for Sami Zayn? I think that Trick Williams walks out of this match as champion. And then we have Finn Balor, who's bringing back, I believe he's bringing the Demon back to take on Dominic Mysterio. This is a battle of former Judgment Day teammates, ladies and gentlemen. And Finn Balor's out of the Judgment Day. And the crazy thing is, now all three original members of the Judgment Day, outside of Edge, who's down AEW obviously, are out of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Finn Balor. All gone. It's funny. That's really, really funny. Dom is super, super over. The Demon is super over, and we bring it out on special occasions. I like the Demon to win here. We all love Dom. Dom was, I believe, the current AAA Mega Champion. So take one Finn Balor to win here to finally put it in of this feud against the Judgment Day. It's going to be a fine match. I do expect maybe Roxanne to get involved, possibly. I do expect Roxanne and Raquel to get involved with Liv Morgan's match. And then lastly, ladies and germs, we have for you the we have the World Heavyweight Championship as, get this. CM Punk is putting the World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Roman Reigns. And this is your men's Royal Rumble winner and Roman Reigns. And this got really personal. This got really deep. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Punk is finally getting that one-on-one match at WrestleMania. He's the world champion. And he is taking on a man who's been there, done that, right? Roman for all his faults, pretty great here. And this started with CM Punk with the whole Roman, you're now a part-timer, yada yada yada. Roman telling Punk, you were gone, you quit, yada yada yada. The same old beats that we've heard before. So this is nothing new. But then it got deeply personal. And Punk, as we all know, is a hypocrite. And he evoked the names of Alpha, the names of Sika, and sparked a little something with the Usos. And it was all about egging on Roman. And then Jay called the shot. And so they're going back and forth. And they both got one-ups on each other. But ultimately, it came down to this final promo battle on Raw, the go-home show. They envy each other, right? Punk did his tell me when I'm telling lies, and has said that he's envious of Roman because Roman has the long title reign. That even though he was born on third base with a silver spoon, he still works hard and he's earned the right to be a part-timer. Now, he's jealous. He is jealous of Roman Reigns. And Roman's earned everything. He's upset that, even though he loves that Punk had to scratch and claw his way and fight for it all, he's still upset that Roman has all of this. Now, for his part, right, Roman says he's envious of Punk because Punk still has this relationship with the fans that he may never ever have, right? And that's okay. So after all is said and done, the war of the words, the shots thrown at each other on social media, or Jimmy Fallon, who's coming out a winner? Now, this is the one match where I think it's a toss-up. I think you can go either way here. I think Roman Reigns is winning. And I know fans don't want to hear that because Roman's quote-unquote a part-timer now. But I think you get more juice from the squeeze with Punk letting his jealousy take over and chase Roman just a little bit more. I think there's more. I think, like I said, I think there's more for that. So take Roman Reigns to win here. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 42, a solid match card. I wish there were more people on the show. There are no pre-show matches, which is just dumb. And they're going to quote-unquote load up WrestleMania SmackDown. So, one more time, I think the Usos and LA Knight are defeating the Division on IShowSpeed. Jacob Fatu to defeat Drew McIntyre. I think I said Jacob Fatu to defeat Drew McIntyre. Stephanie Vaquer to defeat Liv Morgan to retain the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch to defeat AJ Lee to become the new Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria to walk out of the Fatal 4-Way as your new Women's Tag Team Champions. Gunther to defeat Seth Rollins. Randy Orton to defeat Cody Rhodes to become the new WWE Champion. Brock Lesnar to defeat Obafemi. Penta to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Jade Cargill to beat Rhea Ripley, retaining the Women's Championship. Trick Williams defeating Sami Zayn to become the new Intercontinental United States Champion. Finn Balor to defeat Dominic Mysterio, and Roman Reigns to defeat CM Punk to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And funny enough, the World Heavyweight title is one of the main event the second night of WrestleMania. So that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look on the screen we got coming up. It's going to be a very, very fun month. I got a couple more videos to drop this week. I'm going to try to drop a lot of those on Saturday for you all. Let's get into that. And look at the screen. Socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram. And of course, the 215 on Twitter. And as always, Anna J, Isla Dawn, Priscilla Kelly, Bayley, Willow Nightingale, and Chris Statlander. Holla at your boy. Peace.